within competence. Of course, with cloud, for example, now we've got that advantage. You can actually reach out. You can spin a virtual machine in a few seconds. And that's what we did with one of our clients back in 2019. Yeah, almost a year now. So we did an exercise to help them with productionization of the data science tooling and platform. So we found that the team should be able to, using cloud, it's far more flexible, far quicker to create a virtual machine and to have the tooling and the entire tool set available for the teams, whether they're in Germany, UK, Switzerland, USA, India, China, it doesn't matter. And so we came up with this cloud based, a cloud solution driven platform, instead of actually having an on-premise, because it would take a long time for you to have the servers, deploy that in the server, and then from there to be able to use it. So why not take that the advantage of the cloud solution providers? And that's where we did the POC with Google Cloud Platform. We did some project with Google headquarters based in Holborn here in London. We also did a POC for a couple of months based within Microsoft. We also assessed and evaluated Microsoft Azure for the same, and we also did a POC with AWS. But of course, because Amazon doesn't have its own office here, we actually had to do it through their consultant partner, and through them we evaluated the same set of data sets, data model. We built the model, we deployed it, we productionized it, we made sure it is actually usable by people who are not technology savvy, who are not developers, who are not technical in any way, but they have got the need there. They should be able to use it quickly. So, making that reachable and accessible and workable for the non-technical persons, but who have got the need to do this data science modeling. So that's the project we did. And again, it's about the drive, it's about the reaching, it's about the enabling and facilitation of the solution across multiple teams, multiple different countries, different cultures, and different needs. Some teams came from risk, some teams came from financial consulting, some teams came from fund flow analytics. So there are different product analytics, customer analytics, markets, risk. So you can see that there are different teams based in different parts of the world with different needs, goals, and objectives. But still, we were able to deliver this through the same platform, thankfully to cloud, because using that power of cloud, you can actually deliver the solutions in a quicker, better, and more cost-effective manner. I'm not selling cloud here. I'm not going to tell you which one has been evaluated and recommended, but I would rather keep it confidential. But we did this evaluations, POCs with each of these cloud vendors, and we came in for the report, and then we give the report to the senior management, and then they approved finally. I got to understand that the bank actually finally gave the go-ahead just this last month for the vendor that we proposed. So it takes some time. It's not, all these projects are mega projects, big budgets, huge set of people involved, huge number of resources required, huge money involved. So all of these are important. So that's the process capability and process capacity to be able to actually deliver your solutions on a larger scale. That's called scalability. You're scaling out, you're scaling up. And then within competencies, do we have the competencies? Do we have the capability to deliver this? That comes from the skills of people, from the technology stack that we have. Some people, for example, some organizations would have Java-driven, Java house is what we call before. So, and some others could have Microsoft house, where all their platforms, the applications, technologies are all around the stack of Microsoft. So .NET, Visual Studio, C#, and ASP.NET, and some of the applications could be hosted on Windows servers, on a Windows operating system, and all the other applications would be perhaps driven using the Microsoft tools and technologies. And that's where perhaps there could be a good fit with Azure. Whereas some other organization could have like more open source driven, so they are more into PHP, LAMP as what we call, Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So depending on the technology stack and the existing ecosystem of your technologies, the tools, the resources, people, you should actually kind of come up with the solution or the vision for your product. Legality, regulators, again, that's something which is completely driven by the regulation, the GDPR, for instance, the general rule or the general privacy in terms of how you would like to collect the data from people, how you would like to deliver that. All of these again is very popular nowadays, and we must stick to that. It's the GDPR, privacy rules, a lot of other regulations on the banking side. You've got FCA on the, we've got the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, on the food and things like that. If you want to come up with your own restaurant or anything like that, you need to have some hospitality industry health check done regularly. So all of these are important to understand whether your idea, your concept, your vision, is it feasible, is it worth going ahead or not. That doesn't mean that you don't go ahead, but basically it gives you kind of an indicative assessment